I saw you put in your niche approval, which is fire. I love it. It sounds good. I want you to. Were you able to edit the actual PDF that was available? Beautiful, awesome, perfect. Could you post that PDF in the post as an attachment as well?
Okay, I will.
Beautiful, awesome, sounds good,
Okay.
awesome. But yeah, guys, that's basically it on that end. Just if you guys have any other questions, I mean, just rapid fire. Let me hear it.
Yeah, as I spoke with you earlier today, I sent you a message
Mm-hmm.
about the email. I just wanted you to take a quick look and let me know what you think about it.
Sure, of course, of course. If you want, you can share your screen and kind of show me what your email looks like, your copy, and your systems and everything.
Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see it?
Beautiful. Yes, I can.
Okay, so here, this is my email sequence that I run for contractors in the US for
Mm-hmm.
my services of Facebook and Instagram advertising. So I
Mm-hmm.
have it here on for the people that do indoor remodeling and outdoor builds. So these are the two sub niches that I target within the home improvement niche.
Mm-hmm.
And for the indoor here, I have a couple of variations of the first email, which I run all of them, but I'm not sure which one really does this so far. But so it says something like this: Hey, first name. I get remodelers more jobs from homeowners who are ready to pay and start. No tire
Mm-hmm.
kickers, no renters, no shared leads. Running this for a builder named Alan right now. He closed 37K in 30 days and said the quality has been terrific. Only taken one remodeler in their location. Want me to send a quick one pager showing how it works. And I sent the one pager, which is a PDF, and I asked them if they have any availability for the next few days for a meeting.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
on the other variations, I have this one with a specific number here. Hey, first name, do you have room for 5 to 7 more high ticket remodeling jobs this month? We run an ad system that finds homeowners or they planning their projects and put them on your phone, ready to start. No service, no shared lead. Same thing basically. And I have email 2 and email 3 as
Mm-hmm.
follow-ups.
Beautiful. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I have a question to Amina.
Mhm.
Why aren't you doing cold calls or cold SMS to contractors? Why email?
Well, it's just because it's the thing I started with, and I just continued with it. Stuck with it. Obviously, I didn't start with cold calls because I didn't have a US number. I'm from Morocco, by the way, and I live here. And I had $0, zero money, so I couldn't even afford a US number. So I started with emails, and I just made a bunch of them, and I started sending from them. That's how I ended up doing cold emails.
So are
Mm-hmm.
you are you sending from a Gmail account?
Yeah, I have like 60 Gmail accounts I sent from.
Understood. I
Mm-hmm.
think contractors are just more susceptible to messages that they receive on their phone rather than their email and
Yeah, yeah,
WhatsApp.
yeah. That's 100% true. Yeah, SMS would have been better when I have money and proper systems. Well, just I now have like two clients, but when I have enough money saved up to invest into a cold SMS infrastructure, that's the first thing I'm gonna do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. I would agree with what Shriyan said. However, brother, are you with your cold email system? Have you ran this already?
Yeah, so this is what I'm running currently.
Yeah, exactly. So, what are the numbers when it comes to when you're running right now?
So out of like because I'm not sure if even the emails land on inbox.
Mhm.
I'm suspecting that 50% conservatively land on spam, but I'm not sure
Mhm.
what the numbers are. But out of I guess 600 emails I send, I guess I get two replies probably from each.
600 emails, two
two
replies,
two two positive replies.
two positive replies at 600 emails.
Mhm.
Okay, that's a little low. Out of those two positive replies, how many bookings have you had?
Yeah, that's my bottleneck. I get some interest here and there, but I don't really seem to book a lot of them,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, when I book one, it's usually a decent lead, but that's my current bottleneck because obviously I can send more emails, and I have somebody that scrapes the data for me and stuff and enrich it, and he gives me the data. I put it into smart lead and send emails. But
Okay.
my issue now is converting positive replies into appointments.
Okay. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. Okay. Well, I will say that cold email does work for contractors. It's not the most ideal. However, it does work. Right? When it comes down to it, it all depends on your budget as well. Like honestly, if the budget for cold SMS would be about the same as cold email. So
Mhm.
in that sense, if you do have the ability, I would try cold SMS. However, if you already have this set up, cold email doesn't definitely works. What I want to say is about your email copy. I think it's good. However, there's a couple of things I think you're missing to
Mhm.
really maximize the amount of people that you can actually scale with it. So let me share my screen and kind of show you what our cold email process looks like at a high level.
Yeah, just to say something regarding cold emails. Actually, through cold emails, I've landed appointments with some of the big companies
Yeah.
in the contracting niche because what I understood later is that those people don't have a number. You can't get them on a phone call. You can't get
Hmm.
them on an SM. On their website, they only have an office number, and there are like companies with 30 people working there, and
Yeah.
they only have like a business email. And I think I had meetings with two people from big companies that are doing like over 5 million a year,
Hmm.
which
Exactly.
was great.
Which is
So
amazing.
I'm going to continue on email nonetheless
Yeah.
because I've learned the
100%.
skills so far a little bit, but I want to really add in cold SMS or cold calling.
Oh, 100%, brother. Like I would say definitely like you can 100% like any outreach system works 100%. Any outreach system works. What really all that matters is the fact that you understand how to tweak it for your specific niche. That's all that really matters. So I think it's really good that you are like booking calls and you're getting in front of the right people. I think you just need a couple of things. One, you need to fix your deliverability. Two,
Mhm.
you need to fix your actual email copy. And three, I think what you need to do is add a Loom video in your outreach system. So what we've done, let me show you exactly what we've done. This is a broad overview of our cold email outreach system. If I scroll down here, you can see that this is our email structure, right? So we have a very simple structure. And if you want, I'll give this to you access to this in the chat as well. So basically, this is how we structure it.
Okay,
So
please do.
of course, 100%. So basically what we do here is we have the subject line, which is, of course, we'd say question for blank. So question for the prospect name. So if their name is Lolita, question for Lolita. Then the body, this is what we say. We say, hey, Lolita, hope you're having a great day so far. So the first thing we do is we compliment them to say, we
Mhm.
saw you online and you look really good. And this is why we decided to reach out. So you tell people why you reached out. We say, my team and I were checking your work in real estate or whatever the case may be, and we're seriously impressed. The brand you built stands out and your hard work shows. Then you insert your offer. So the second part is we're extremely confident we can build you a system that blank, blank, blank on a pay on results basis. So let's say if your offer is 10 new appointments, we say we're extremely confident we can build you a system to get you 10 new appointments in 90 days on a complete pay on results basis, right? Once we do that, we reinforce the offer. We say we ensure the exact number of appointments on your calendar. So if we don't hit that offer, you don't pay us anything. So we want to reinforce the offer. Then we add trust. So we say, hey, just letting you know, this isn't a bot. This is a real person. So we add a link to the Loom video that we record for you. Now, this specific system is called our pitch lane cold email system. I think you saw we put the first video up. We're in process of finishing it all. It should be done by the end of this week, if not next week. But
Mhm.
basically, this is the basics of it, right? So we have that. Then we say case studies. We've helped over 20 plus real estate agents, or in your case, it would be contractors. And then here
Yeah.
would be, I would love to learn more about your business, challenge to see if it's a good fit. Would you be interested in scheduling a call? And then have we reinforce the offer at the end. When I say pay on results, I really mean it. No results equals nothing comes out of your pocket. So that's kind of what we do. And we do this because when you do it like that, it with the structure like this, it's different, right? Because most people are just going to have really short emails. So a longer email is totally fine as opposed to a text. And two, we make sure we add the video in the actual module, so or in the email, so it captures their attention. So when they see a video in the email, they're like, oh, dang. And they click on it. Then you can go into the offer. So I want to kind of show you what it looks like here in my Gmail. So right now, we paused this campaign, but we've been running it for a while. If I go to my email and I go to my personal email, and I'll show you what it looks like here. Give me 1 second here. Boom, awesome. So let me go to question 4 blank. And then if I go question 4, you're going to see a bunch of test emails that I actually ran.
Mhm.
Awesome. So this is actually how I set it up. So this came from one of my appointment setters. So it says question 4, Jose, which is one of the people we sent out to. And they said, hey, Jose, thank you for helping on that. My team and I look at your work in real estate. We're seriously impressed. The brand you built stands out. Let me X out of this here. So this is exactly what the email would look like. Now, with this email, they can click on this video and it goes to Pitch Lane where it explains our offer. So if I click on this here, it's going to go to Pitch Lane, which is a video that explains our offer. And it's super cool because this system lets you record one video and mask it over every single person's website. So if you do that, it looks like it's personalized, even though it's not, right? You only recorded it once.
Oh,
So
really?
it's super cool. It's called Pitch Lane. Dude, it's fire, bro. Like,
I'm gonna
basically,
check it out.
yeah, 100%. Definitely check it out, and I'll send you the link to it. So when I click play here, mhm. So basically, it just explains my offer, and there's, of course, I'm going to show you in the module when it's done exactly how we structure this video. But basically, they see the video and then they choose a time here. They go on and then they book a call with you, so people can automatically book without you even talking to them. And it's really cool because not only can you do that because the video adds more engagement, but we also add a system that we track every time someone watches the video. So when you see someone watching the video, that means that your system is working and you can call them immediately because you'll be like, hey, I saw you saw my video. And then they'll go forward and you actually go through there. So that's the rough kind of system, how it works. I'm going to send you a link here to this actual document to kind of walk you through it. 100%. And then I want to actually help you build it as well. So let me go here. And so that's kind of how the system works when it comes to the actual sending of the emails. Now, yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say my only worry is that the link with the email it could it could hurt the deliverability because
Yeah, exactly.
with the new Gmail, I guess with the new cold email policies and stuff, Google easily detects automations and links and PDFs are usually a no-go on the first one.
Yeah, 100%. So with that, we haven't seen any issues when it comes to deliverability on that end. The reason why is because we have email accounts that are warmed up. If your email account's already warmed up, then you won't have an issue with it. So what you can do is what I highly suggest for your emails is you use a system called instantly.ai. I'm going to show you what that is.
Yeah, it's like Smartly, right?
Yeah, I think it's like Smartly, where you can go and warm up the emails that you have.
Yeah, I warm up my emails, yeah.
Oh, great. Okay, so that's fine.
I'll keep them on warm up.
Oh, cool. So they're warmed up. So that's totally fine too. And then what I also suggest is take your email copy and put it into this system here called email spam checker. So it's literally a checker that can check your email to see if it's a spam checker. Awesome. So it checks your email copy. It checks everything to see if it's actually correct. You want to have no score problems at all. So if I go back to here and I copy and paste everything, you're going to see that let me get out of here. This is annoying. You're going to see that the email spam checker is completely clear because we made sure this was good. So let me copy this here and paste it here. Paste it here. He's going to see it's great. And then let me do the rest. And you're going to see that it is great. So there's no issues with this at all. Overall score is great. That's what you want. So when it comes down to it, you're also going to want to see if it's a deliverability issue. You're going to have to actually check the IPs and check the systems of your email. Now, when you're sending them, do you use a VPN?
No, I just use Smartly, then I send
Mm.
everything just from
Yeah.
my computer.
Yeah, so you're gonna want to use a VPN because if you have a VPN and you're sending to email American accounts, if it may be warmed up, but if it's from an email that's not based in America or an IP that's not based in America, it's gonna hurt your deliverability. So what I
Yeah.
say is every time you send out an email, I literally get NordVPN. And just it's like $15 a month, something like that. And it's really good because it guarantees that the IP that you have is totally fine. So you want to use a VPN, then you want to use something called a blacklist checker. So an email blacklist checker. So if I go to IP blacklist check, it's MX Toolbox. Yeah. So if you go here, you want to copy the IP that you get from NordVPN and paste it in here. If there's any blacklist, don't use it. Any blacklist at all, don't use it.
Okay.
Because that's what I think you should do. Because I think your issue might be deliverability. Um, so right now, I would say before you send another email, check your emails in that tool. I'll send a link to that tool as well, called MX Toolbox, to make sure that's good. Let me send this in the chat here. Give me
And
one second.
also the websites of the video
Which one?
where where you can record yourself
Pitch,
going through their
pitch
websites
lane.
or whatever.
Pitch lane.
Yeah.
Yes. Beautiful. So I'll send you the link to that as well. So pitch lane video outreach at scale. This is great here. So then you'll have that there. You want to do that. And then what you're going to want to do as well is I'm going to add you the link to the email spam checker, which is there.
And by the way, with the NordVPN, when I try
Mhm.
to use a VPN to send, well, for each campaign, do I have to use a new VPN in America or what?
Yes. So for each email account, you would use a different VPN. But I mean, you don't have to pay any more for it. So you can like
Well,
connect to one, and then once you're done sending, switch to the next one, and so
yeah,
on.
well, but what do you mean by email account? Like, if you're using like Smartly or Instantly, you send from all emails at once because you link them all and you
Oh,
just
I thought, oh, you send them through. Oh, you don't send them manually.
no. I can't send 600 email manually. I send them through Smartly.
Oh,
Hello.
He glitched out.
Oh yeah. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Well, I'm saying I think he glitched out.
Yeah.
How much do you spend on email, like with like scraping leads, sending?
Yeah, so I don't spend anything on sending. I only spend money on scraping and enriching because I have another guy doing it for me, and I pay him like uh, around 10, 11 bucks per thousand leads scraped and enriched.
Yeah, that's not that bad.
Yeah.
I have SMS set up.
Sorry, what? What did you say?
Yeah, I
hello,
said I
hello.
have SMS set up right now. Yeah, we can hear you.
Hey, my bad. I think we lost connection there. But
Mhm.
but yeah, dude. So if you're sending them to Smartly, you're fine. I don't think you really need a VPN. I think that wouldn't be an issue. I thought you were sending them manually.
Yeah,
Um,
no.
mhm.
Yeah, I think Smartly has that service of VPN
Mhm.
and stuff, but I think I have to pay it because I'm just using free trials.
I see. I see. Yeah, I think that it might be a deliverability issue but it may not
Yeah,
actually.
no, because I tested it. I sent an email just to my other email, right? And a lot of them actually landed on spam, so that's why I'm suspecting it.
Hello, hello,
Hey,
hello. Yo, hello.
hello, can you hear
Yeah,
me?
there we go. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah. So you said they landed in spam.
Yeah, a lot of them landed on spam.
Okay.
I tested a couple of them. Just sent some emails to my personal email here on my phone,
Mhm.
and some of them landed on spam.
Okay. So if they land it in spam, what's good, Chris? How you doing?
Hey,
If they
Chris.
land if they landed in spam, then I think you would have to try VPN. So I try setting try NordVPN, try sending them through smartly through your VPN, and see if that works. Right. If that doesn't work, then it may be an email system issue because we don't want any of them showing the spam ever. Like when we sent our emails, like we never hit spam. Like we hit spam maybe once.
Oh
So
wow, yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah,
also need to invest in, like Google Workspace inboxes and such.
100%, 100%. So
Buy
like if
buy
that's
some domains and
so
stuff.
that's the thing. That's why I say like cold email is great. The thing is though, it is kind of a lot to set up, and it's kind of a lot to set up. If you want to get clients yesterday, bro, yesterday, I would say cold call or cold SMS is way faster. But cold
Yeah,
email,
Mhm.
the cold
I
email, you can get a higher quality client. So it all just depends.
yeah, I just like made an LLC because I'm not I can't make like Twilio accounts or like numbers and the
Mhm,
American approval without an
Just use your
LLC or
clients.
yeah, I just made an LLC and
mhm,
I'm gonna make through it a Twilio account and start setting up the US numbers.
mhm,
I
mhm.
mean, you don't particularly need an LLC to get A2P set up. I use one of my cold call clients and I just used his A2P details.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they don't really check, bro. Like they'll just ask the number and the email as a formality. That's why just use any details you have. Even if your friend's comfortable with sharing, just use his because they don't really cross check that much.
True. Did you say so? You Signal House, right, Sharians?
Yeah.
So how many accounts do they give you from one A2P?
I don't know, I haven't checked because I only sent from one account and I'm getting like 70% deliverability, which is good.
Okay, okay. That you could do that. I would. It is kind of iffy though. I would be careful because I wouldn't want to set up an A2P under someone else's LLC just to get through it. That could be some liability issues. I'll be honest. I mean, you can, but it's like meh. What I would say is if you can get an LLC, like if you have a friend, I would say that's totally fine. If you have a friend or someone who has an LLC in America, you can do that as well. But it is kind of hard to get around the lack of an LLC for specifically text creators sending out messages. What you can do though is a good thing about like the system is that you can kind of set it up, and even if on Go High Level you don't have an LLC attached to it, you can still do calls with it. So if you need an American phone number, you can get an American phone number by it, but you can't send text, but you can do calls. So you can start doing the cold calling system on that end.
Yeah.
To get
No,
to get
so the number I
Mhm.
have from Signal House, I can make calls via that number
Mhm.
itself. So I don't
Exactly.
really need to buy a specific number. I had a question. How
Mhm.
much money do I need to be making to kind of be able to run ads?
Okay, so it depends. I mean, with ads, you should be able to spend, in my opinion, if you should be able to spend about $20 a day consistently before you run ads. So should have about $600 to $1,000 a month just in ad money. If you have any less, it's going to take a little longer for you to scale and grow.
Yeah. Do
Uh-huh.
you think in my niche ads would be great?
Oh, of course, ads will kill it. Ads work in any niche, bro. Like specifically for me, just to give you a little bit of a backstory. So when I was running my ads for my web design agency that helped contractors, I was
Mhm.
getting like a lead for $12 or $11 a lead, and I was closing like 3 clients a week. It was fire.
Oh wow,
Mhm.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you have the
So
budget,
what
dude.
do you do now? What do you do now? So you said previously you were doing a web design agency. What do you do now?
So I still have my web design agency that I'm running the back end, and then I have an agency with my boy Pedro where we're helping roofers. We kind of just honestly, we kind of just paused that agency. We're not really working on it that much. It's just kind of giving us passive revenue. Right now, this is it, bro. Like I just want to do this. So like I'm out here to like help people scale and grow because that's really what I want to do.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, bro. What's good, Chris? Wait, Chris, are you are you muted? Is your mic on or?
Yeah,
Oh,
my baby. I gotta watch my baby right now, but I'm just listening to you guys right now.
Oh, it's lit. Okay, sounds good, my brother. So basically, yeah, just hop whenever you have a question, dude. I mean, I know you're watching your baby. Whenever you have a question, you can just hop in and just kind of ask it, kind of like rapid fire from there. Um, but yeah, brother Mine. So that's basically what I would suggest. I would try the new email copy that I gave you in the Google email doc. I'd try the pitch lane. I'd try also getting the spam filters ready to go and kind of like do a quick test. Maybe send 100 emails and do a quick test.
Yeah, I will. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, I asked for access to that Google Docs you sent me.
Oh, let me see. I should have gotten the email. Yes, I got it. Give me 1 second here.
And by the way, how much would the
Mhm.
cold SMS infrastructure cost if I were to run it?
It doesn't cost much. Like you'll just need to go high level. Now, I could give you a sub account for free if you need one. You just need to go high level, and then you'll just need text grid. I mean, it really doesn't cost much. You just really have to pay for the text themselves, which is about half of a cent, maybe like 0.005 a cent, something like that. With text grid, it's gonna be pretty cheap.
No. Yeah, I mean, it's like 0.01 because you're paying for carrier as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, something like that. Mm-hmm.
I mean, usually for GHL, like you can get 60 days for free.
Mm-hmm.
You can just extend your trial 14 days 2 times, like around 28 days.
Mm-hmm.
30 plus 20, around 58 days, you can have GHL for free. Until then, that's like enough time to sign a client, and then you can kind of pay for GHL.
How do I
Um,
get it for 60 days?
So you have to get a free trial for 30 days. They usually only give it for 14. But you have to there's a specific affiliate program I think you can get for 30. You have to whatever you have to sign up and then ask them for it. Right? You have to sign up first and then ask them for an extension.
just like generally, if you just search up like 30-day GHL free trial, like the first link is gonna work.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. It just works. You pay for that, and then depending on how much you're going to send, um, it just depends. But next month, I'm gonna send around 40,000 text messages, around 2,000 a day,
Mhm.
and I'm looking at around six 650-ish spend.
Nice.
And after I create the Go High Level account, now I have my LLC and stuff. So, do I need to buy a number, right? And um, apply
Yeah,
for the
numbers
program?
like $1, bro. Numbers
Yeah.
like $1, you're fine.
Number's not bad. It's like 115 a month or something like that.
And do I buy a bunch or what?
So I would buy just one. You really don't need more than one. Yeah, you can just buy one.
And I apply for the SMS approval, right?
Mhm.
And then I can send, uh, a lot of SMSs a day.
Yeah. You can send like as many as you want.
Yeah, and how do I get the data for cold SMS? Like
Like the
how
lead.
do I get leads? Yeah.
Yeah. So there's different ways in the course. There's a section that explains like how we source leads. You can either just buy them in bulk, you can scrape them yourself, or you can hire a lead sourcer. What I do is I scrape them myself with a system called Outscraper. It's a really cool system where you just kind of pay for the leads as you go through. Now, when you do get the leads, you're gonna want to have a system that verifies if the lead is a mobile or a landline, because you don't want to send text to a landline, obviously. So you want to make sure that once you find the ones that are mobile, excuse me, you get them, you put them into the CRM in your Go High Level, and then you just start sending the text out. Mhm.
Yeah, nice. Thank you, man.
Of course, anytime.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check it out. To be honest, I wanna
Mhm.
start as soon as possible sending SMSs.
Let's do it, bro. Let's do it. That sounds good, bro. Sounds lit. All right, cool. All right, cool, guys. If you have any other questions, just hit them with me. Hit me.
Yeah, for SMS, can you review my script?
Of course. Let me see.
Um, yeah, let me send it to my GHL. Yeah, if I'm sending like how I'm looking at it, if I'm sending 40,000 messages next month,
Hmm.
worst case scenario, I sign one client, and that just
Hmm.
covers my cost for SMS.
Hmm. Yeah,
And
there's no way you can't. There's no way you couldn't be able to sign at least one.
yeah,
Exactly.
what niche do you target?
Me, I'm
Uh,
targeting outdoor renovation, so like patio builders, deck builders.
oh yeah, yeah, I
Hmm.
see.
What's your pricing again?
Yeah, pricing is it's like pretty tiered. So I have a setup plus a paper estimate. But yeah, bro, like this was like cooked. Oh
Hmm.
my days, this was so cooked. But it's
Hmm.
fine. Next one's gonna be better. We're gonna change script.
Hmm.
Let me show you the script I was running for the 10K messages.
Hmm.
No, it wasn't this. I changed my script. So I think it was this one.
By the way, what do you guys prefer when running like cold email or cold SMS? Do you want to go directly for the call, or do you like offer like a bait or something like something
I
more
always go
fun?
direct for the call.
Mhm.
Direct for the
Yeah,
call.
because
'Cause- Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, yeah, I noticed I get more replies when I just tell them I can send you like a quick breakdown or a quick one page or quick video or something.
Hmm.
I get more yeses.
Hmm. No, I feel you. I would say with that, you can get more yeses, but like thing is, usually when you have people when you send out a bait, they usually just take the bait and like, okay, bye. Like you want to have people who are like, like just the way I market. I mean, there's different ways, but the way I market is just like I'm letting you know, hey, here's the offer. It's very direct, just so people understand that look, it's you're gonna have to pay something. Like it's not, what I'm saying, very direct with
Yeah.
that. What the, eat a dick?
From Amelia, by the way. What the hell?
That's crazy.
Oh my days. Wait, I think.
You're gonna get
Yeah,
that.
here it is. Yeah, you get a lot of these, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, this was the one that I was sending.
It's this is the
I
easy.
wasn't sending the second message, it was only the first message, and then I was calling them up. But I think the first message I was just misleading them. That's why I couldn't book a good amount of calls.
Yeah. You never want to mislead. You want to be direct. Be like, hey, look, I have this to offer. Like, do you want it? Like, you want to be more direct. So I agree.
Bro,
Yeah.
this is a crazy bait and switch. What
Yeah,
the
bro.
hell?
That's wild, dude. Like, hey, I have a question about an estimate. No, I'm trying to sell you some shit.
And he's saying pretty urgently, and he's repeating it like,
Yeah. Please, I need your help.
Yeah,
I need your money.
but this is the one that I have right now.
Is this
This is the first message,
our guys taking on more jobs? Okay.
and
Okay.
then this is the second message.
Okay. How you, how many you want how many follow-ups do you do?
None.
You definitely want to do follow-ups. So I'd say the first two aren't bad. I would say for the first one, I would add more a little more context to the first question. To the first one, be like,
See, that's the thing. I don't want to exceed 160 characters. Like, first of all, I don't even know the business name and how many characters that would have. Because
"Mhm,
if I'm exceeding 160 characters, that's gonna count as another segment.
another segment.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
So every SMS that you send, you like per SMS, one
Mhm.
SMS is equal to 160 characters. So if you send anything more than 160 characters, you're essentially paying for two SMS sent.
Is that what Signal House?
That's what everything.
Text grid, I've never had that.
Oh no, you do. You have to search it up right now. You can literally search it up right now. You pay for if your message has more than 160 characters, you're paying for two SMS sent.
Really interesting. So let me show you kind of ours. That's never knew that. It's interesting because, but let me show you our give me a second. Our script. So
But what do you think of the second one? Is it bad or is it good?
The
Or
second one
like,
is
what do you
better.
think I can improve on this?
The second one is much better because then so the first one is just doesn't have enough context, so it's just kind of short. I mean, I understand like you want to, of course, like add curiosity, but
Get
like
the
this one's
first
good. Hey, we
yes.
partner up with 7 to 10 more jobs a month. Okay, once you see results. No upfront criteria. Sounds fair.
Yeah.
I think that's good. I would say if you want, you could just use our exact one. Let me show you kind of what ours looks like here. I go to intro to cold SMS and I go here. Let me share my screen as well. The entire screen. You guys can see my screen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this is the first one we send. Hey, blank, I'm looking for a company that handle your offer. Are you able to take that on? Just say stop now. It's not a good time. Now, you also want to be in a situation I didn't see. I don't know if I missed it. I didn't see an opt out. So you want to make sure people have an ability to opt out because you can get into legal trouble. So
Yeah.
in
The thing
every
is, yeah, I'm not sending them any more than one text message, and if they want to opt out, they can just say stop, and like they just automatically get opted out.
I know, but you have to like legally like tell them that. Like you can't just like send the text and just not tell them that. Because if you do that and don't tell them, then they have legal right to sue you. And I'm just, I'm like legitimately. So like when it comes to the opt out, you want to just have that there, and in every single one, you want to have the opt out there. So like kind of how we did it is, of course, we said just say stop now is not a good time. The second one is like the follow up is like, hey, just help with clients with blank and blank. You want the quick breakdown, and then we also add opt out here, and then we just want to make sure the third one, no pressure, is now not the right time. Just figure to reach out one last time. Do you want me to close this out? Like so, basically, you want to follow up more. I think if you only send one, it's not. People, you're gonna notice when you're with your outreach methods, people usually answer after the second or third follow up. People usually don't answer after the initial message. So if you send just one, that might be why your numbers are a little low. I'd say add like 3 follow ups, and then just add the opt out system as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, show me your text grid,
Mm-hmm.
bro. It's been so long since I've used this. I used this last year in Jan. I ran out of money, so I couldn't use it anymore.
Oh really? Ah,
But
dang.
yeah.
It's
But
fire,
when I was on, bro, when I was on SMS, no one was on SMS.
bro. The SMS, dude. It's a fucking cheat code when you do it right, bro.
Exactly.
Hold on, let me see. My password wrong. Hold on, hang on. Let me put in my password. Let me stop presenting real quick. Hang on. Okay, that should be correct, right? There we go. Let me share it again. Oh, I gotta my balance is negative. Wow, gotta put some money in there. But so this is kind of what it looks like here. If I go to sub accounts, here's all the sub accounts we have here in the back end here, the A2P registration, things like that. Let's just go to the one that we have for our actual personal account, Erroneous by Design. So if we go here and I go to phone numbers, active numbers, we have a number here. We have 2 numbers actually. So yeah, that's kind of what it looks like on that end. So you just send them out and then we just confirm it and attach each number to a specific campaign.
And then on your GHL, what are your metrics?
Mm-hmm. Let me open up GHL.
So I'm guessing you use GHL to track everything, right? Like,
actually, no. So basically, I don't really track the numbers on Go High Level. I just track them on a Google Google Doc or Google Sheet. But if I go here, let me log in. So what we do is we do track basically the replies and everything like that with a snapshot that we have. So I go to
yeah,
Erroneous.
that's what I wanted to see.
Oh, the snapshot? Yeah, I got you. So go to Erroneous by Design. And then we go to the opportunities tab and we have a cold SMS literally pipeline specifically for cold SMS. So if I go here and we go to computer's slow as hell. Go to cold SMS outreach. You can see that we have 4 different things. We have, of course, if they replied, if they're interested, if we follow up with them, if they're not interested, and then if the appointment is set. So basically
Yeah.
here on that end, like every single time, depending on the reply that they have, it actually puts them into the system. So I'll go to our automation. So if I go to automations, and then I'm just gonna walk you through exactly what we do. Give me 1 second here. So if I go to, which one is it? Is it opt-in leads contractor onboarding call? Which one is
Wait,
it?
so why have you blasted such less people?
Huh?
I said, why have you blasted such less people?
What do you mean?
Like SMS, don't you blast more? I mean, don't
Oh
you
yeah.
send more?
Oh yeah, no, but we don't blast anymore. Let me go back. We blasted a long time ago. And let me go to this one. At our peak, we are doing like about 500 a day, around there. So here it is. So basically, if I go to outreach automation, this is kind of what it looks like here. So yeah, this is what it looks like more here. So this is where we have like the outreach and like that. We have roofers, retail, all these things here. So if I go to roofer appointments, it's kind of exactly what it looks like. So of course we have this here. So of course we have the drip campaign, which of course only send them between 9 and 7 to make sure that they're sending at the right times. Then we have a drip, so we send about 200 an hour. That's about the limit that we can do, kind of when it comes to handling the replies. We of course then would have to hire an appointment setter to kind of make sure they take care of everything. Our initial text is this, of course. Hey man, looking for a own company, handle 5 to 15 jobs in the next 8 weeks. They're able to take that on. Then we wait about an hour the same day. If they don't answer, we figure out these 3 conditions. If they say like fuck you or whatever, then we send them to the not interested tab here. If they replied, then they sent here to basically just replied in general. And if they don't reply, then we send a follow-up. And then we wait 1 day after the follow-up, do the same thing. Then we wait 1 day. If they don't follow up again, then that's it. So we follow up 3 times, or we follow up twice at the end. And then after that, we just kind of just end it, because if they don't reply after like 3 texts directly, they're not gonna answer.
Yeah. And can you show me like your calendar when you were running SMS?
Swag. That's a long time ago. Let me show you here. Calendar is pretty juicy. Is it this one? This was like,
Oh shit! In
yeah,
March.
it was a long time ago. Yeah, but this is kind of where we're running cold SMS. So it's starting to get pretty full from here.
Yeah.
It's kind of where we started, and it's kind of started to pick up from there. Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was doing, I had a setting team of cold callers, and I think I was doing anywhere from $300 to $400 a day.
Nice.
I was booking. I consistently had like 3 to 5 appointments a day, but the biggest problem then was just no one was showing up.
What the hell?
What was
Yeah.
what's your appointment? Do you have appointment reminders?
I didn't have anything back then. I just had my setters send text and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm not doing that right now because like generally I've seen nowadays setters are getting smarter, and so they don't want to do cold outbound anymore, and just that's just genuinely kind of sad. But let me see
AI.
if nah, bro, AI is not at the point where it can take home. But yeah, this was when I had my whole setting team, but like bro, like 4 or 5 people probably showed up from this. Like, it
Yeah,
was sad,
that's the
but
thing. What?
but
Well,
that's fine. And then
that could have been either your appointment, like you don't have a reminder, or it could be the leads. Maybe your leads were kind of trash.
yeah, could be.
So I'm thinking, what I want to do is this, if you get our snapshot, you get our appointment setting, like our appointment confirmation text and everything like that. So try implementing that.
I already have all that stuff.
Oh,
Like
so okay,
I'll
very
show
good.
you.
So you're good then. So then just try it again, and then let's see.
But yeah,
if
I was wondering, how do I get outbound setters? Because that was genuinely good. I had to do nothing, and I was getting like book calls.
Outbound setters, the best way I've seen them or got them was from Upwork. That's the best way. So directly from Upwork, if you post a specific job, let's say, for me, I had outbound setters when it came to cold email. So when people would respond, or when people saw my Loom video, I would have a setter call them, be like, "Hey, we saw a Loom video, whatever." So with that, like, I charge in a different way. So I didn't charge by the hour. I basically charged by how many actually calls or outbounds they made. Right? Because you don't want to charge them by hour, because then they get lazy. You want to actually charge them by how much work they've done per day. So like 5 outreaches is considered 1 hour for me, something like that. So they have to do at least like 20 outreaches a day, something like that. But that's where I found an Upwork.
I get you. But this is pretty much the kind of appointment confirmation I have. They get an email, SMS with my VSL, 12 hours before, 6 hours before SMS, 2 hours before SMS. Then we send them like a text just to check if they're gonna confirm, if they're gonna show up to the call us 2 hours before. If they say yes, then we continue with the reminders. If they say no, then we just change it to a no-show pretty much, and then I'm just gonna call them up to kind of reschedule with them. But 1 hour, 5 minutes. But yeah, I have the reminders in place. I'm telling you, bro, I've literally every workflow in place that I need. I literally just need to import the leads and just start blasting.
Okay, cool. I mean, that sounds juicy, my boy. So I think what you got to do is, when you're done with the first 3 modules, definitely go to the cold SMS system, and then you just got to find a better quality leads to actually go through the system. That's really what you need then.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right, perfect. I'm gonna go sleep, bro. It's like 2 a.m. for me.
Dang, okay, bro. I respect it, dude. Staying up this late. Well, sounds good, brother. Thank you for hopping on, dude. Hopefully you got some value. I will see you tomorrow at 11 as well, my time, so we can kind of hop on everything and kind of set up your systems and everything.
Yes, sir, bro. Bye-bye.
Sounds good. See you, bro. All right. And then there were 2. My brother Amine and my brother Chris.
Just 2 of us?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Oh, wow. That's nice. I don't have any questions yet because I'm still working through my stuff, but I was listening in. I just got done with my baby, so.
Nice. Love that. You know. Praise God. But yeah, guys. No, go ahead.
I don't got nothing to say. I've got my stuff that I need to do, and I'm doing that today after I get some more sun because I need it. But yeah, that's all. I just had to follow through with the stuff that I already know I got to do. So.
Swag. All right, cool. Sounds good. Okay, cool. I mean, well, if you don't have any questions, I mean, we're chilling. I mean, do you have any questions or?
Yeah. About cold calling, what would be the best way, software-wise, to start cold calling?
Definitely go high level. So you can get a phone number from Go High Level. You can buy it today, and you can start doing calls today. I would say just go high level, get an American number, start calling, and be ready to go.
Yeah, but and to send SMS and stuff, I would need the A2P approval.
Yeah. So to send SMS and everything, I would recommend using TextGrid. Have you gone to the software module?
I just started the Go High Level module.
Yeah, perfect. So in that module, it explains everything. So also, Chris, I think there's an echo from you.
My bad. I'll turn it off.
No, it's all good. Thank you. But yeah, dude. So basically, just go to Go High Level, and then just go to Go High Level, then go to TextGrid. It explains everything through there, and then once you set that up, I mean, you can start sending text.
Oh, okay, yeah. And the approval, I'll need to fill in my LLC information, right? And file for it, and then wait a few days for it to get approved.
Exactly. That's what I would say you can do. So if it takes a little bit of time, if you want to, like I said, if you want to get a client yesterday, I would say try cold calling or continue the cold email system you already have that's kind of already working. Try that, get a couple clients or 2, and then kind of get that LLC ready so you can kind of do the cold SMS. But that's just the one barrier. It's just getting that LLC and that EIN.
Yeah, I already have one.
Oh, you're good. Okay, then good. So just type that in.
Yeah, I just made one. I think at the beginning of this month, I've got
Nice.
my LLC papers and stuff. What I need is an American phone number because these services require an American phone, right?
Which one?
They require like a phone, like an American phone where you can receive an SMS.
Yeah, but when you use TextGrid and go high level, you can buy a phone number from America. So you
Without me having an American phone number.
yeah, no, you don't need an American phone number. You can get one on there. You feel me?
Yeah, because when I tried Twilio once,
Mhm.
just set up like like a cold call infrastructure, and when I wanted to register to do the A2P registration, they asked for an American phone number for me to put it there, and I receive an SMS, and then they can start the process.
Mhm.
I don't know if it's different for Go
No,
High Level.
no, it would be different. You don't need an American phone number. You can just buy whatever phone number you want, and then you can even buy one from America, and then it'll be totally fine.
Yeah, great. Yeah, I just need a Go High Level account then.
You want so do you want like we do offer a sub account if you'd like.
Oh, really? Can you make me one?
I can. Yes, I can. Let's do it.
Okay, please do. And when I make one, you can transfer me my account, right? So I can continue.
Yeah. So what happens is so I can make you a sub account. Once you get a couple clients and kind of scale, we can kind of transfer you to the new one. So then what I'll do, brother, is it's pretty simple. I'll just need to make the email based off of the email you signed up with. Your email, it's Mohammed A Mini. I mean AY, yeah. Mohammed Aminu, yeah, perfect. So I'm gonna create that, and then you're gonna get an email like confirming everything. Once you log it in to go high level, and once you log in, it'll just ask you to create a password and set up your systems and everything like that.
Okay, thank you.
Beautiful, awesome, sounds good,
Thank you, man.
my brother. Of course, anytime. Sounds good. All right, cool. Well, any more questions?
Yeah, I guess that's it, man. Thank you.
Sounds good. Of course, anytime, brother. Well, of course,
It was
just
nice
let me
seeing
know.
you.
Nice seeing you too, brother. Of course, go back to school if you need any help or hit me up. And yeah, bro, can't wait to see you grow, bro. It's lit.
Of course. Thank you, man.
Anytime, brother. Have a great
See you guys.
Bye bye.
See